welcome back, or if you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Leah. Thank you so much for joining me here today. For today's video, I am doing another tag video. This one is the Curating 2020 a mid-year review tag. It was created by Lexi Zhang, and I was tagged by both Amanda Beth and Julia's Bee Beauty, and I will leave everyone's videos and channels in the description box below so you can go and check them out. The first part of this tag is to name your top 10 favorite items from January to June 2020. So I'm going to start out with these. And I have 6 of them here, and they are the Maybelline Superstay ink crayons. I do have 6 shades. I have Own Your Empire, which is like a cool tone red. I have, what's this? Laugh Louder, which is a very warm and orangey kind of red, which is what I have on my lips right now. I have Run the World, which is more of like a neutral mauve color. And then kind of in the same vein, Change is Good. They're very similar, just different kind of shades. And I have a kind of lighter berry called Speak Your Mind, as well as more of a pink one called Seek Adventure. And I love these lip crayons. They are just your traditional lip crayon. They do have the sharpener on the other end. These things are really nice. They don't stray outside my lip line. They are creamy enough that they're comfortable, but they don't go anywhere. They last. Usually I can eat a meal and it's fine, or just touch up a little bit. It's not a big deal. I really, really like them. Another favorite I have, and it's not necessarily since January, it's more in the last few weeks because of the warmer weather, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. I really do like this palette this time of year. I've been wearing it quite often, even if I'm just pulling one shade to work with from it. It's just, it screams summer to me, and I really like the color story in this, and yeah, I really enjoy this one. Next up is another summer staple for me, which is something that I always, well, not always, since last year, I pull out in the summertime, and it is the Dior Face and Body Foundation. I do have 2 shades here. I have 2.5, which up until about a week ago worked for me fine. Now I have to mix in 3.5, which is a little bit darker, and right now it's a perfect combination between the two, and I just like how these wear. They are lightweight, they stay all day. It's just, they work with a brush, they work with a sponge. My favorite way to use these and apply them is with a microfiber sponge like the Juno and Company one, but I really like these, really nice. Something that I forgot to bring down, but that I have really been enjoying since January, and I actually just finished it. That's why I forgot to bring it. But it is the Tarte Clean Slate Primer. I know they've mentioned that it's been reformulated, so I haven't tried the new version. This is the older one. I've had it for a couple years and it's finally done, but I just really enjoy this and how it looked, and it filled in my pores, and it kind of mattified everything, especially coming into the warmer months. It kind of helped the sweat stay at bay a little bit, so I really did enjoy that. I don't know if I'll pick it up, just again because I'm leery about the new formula, but I really did enjoy that, and I literally just finished it yesterday, so it has been a favorite since January. I mean, I've used it throughout the entire year, but like on and off, but I found the last couple months especially, I've been really gravitating towards that one. The next item that I have, I actually haven't had that long, but it is the Tom Ford Bad Ass Mascara. This is just a regular version. It is not waterproof, which the fact that I'm mentioning it in a favorite says a lot because I always wear waterproof, but this is one that I'll take my chances with it. If I know I'm going to be outside or swimming, I'll put a waterproof mascara over it. If I know I'm going to be inside, I'll take my chances with my allergies and whatnot and watery eyes. But this thing just, it makes my lashes look badass. They are so nice. I'll insert a picture here of me wearing it the other day. Yeah, just, I don't know what magic is in this. And if they came out, I'm almost hoping they don't come out with the waterproof one, because I will not purchase this because it isn't waterproof. I will purchase more minis if they come out with them. This was a 100-point perk. But this is what the brush looks like. It's a bit of a learning curve. It can be a little bit messy when you're first getting used to it, but it's easy enough to get used to. And I think the full size would actually probably be easier to use because you would have a longer wand in order to, between the bulky handle and the wand. But it just, one coat of this looks amazing. 2 coats looks like false lashes. No joke on my lashes. Again, I'm hoping they don't come out with a waterproof one because probably would buy it and try it out. And I might fall in love. My dear friend Julia from Julia's Bee Beauty, who also happens to be one of the ones who tagged me in this, sent me a package for my birthday, and there were some goodies in it, and in it was this palette by L.O.V, L-O.V. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, and it's the Glowrious. It's a face palette. It's got a bronzer and a highlighter and then more subtle highlighter in it. And I really, really like this. This bronzer is a shimmery bronzer, and it's perfect for this time of year. I have another one from Revolution Beauty that I love that I shouldn't say it's shimmery. It has a sheen to it. I have one from Revolution Beauty that is similar in texture and in the radiance of it. Like, it's not over the top. It's not sparkly. It doesn't look like a highlighter that has bronzer colors in it. It just gives a really beautiful sheen to the skin. Again, I think I started saying this a couple times. I have a Revolution Beauty one that I enjoy in the winter, but it doesn't work for me now because once I get a tan, you can't see it. But this is perfect this time of year. I'm really enjoying it. It has a bit more of a warmer tone than the Revolution Beauty one as well. This highlighter, really pretty. I'm wearing it today on my face, the highlighter and the bronzer, and I actually used this powder today as a finishing powder, and it was just like the perfect, it's just really soft and silky and finely milled, and when it goes on, it just looks beautiful on the skin and just gives a little bit of a glow. It's not over the top. It doesn't emphasize my pores or anything like that. This palette, just in general, is really beautiful. I'm really enjoying this one. The next item I have, I'm a little bit late to the game on, but it is the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. This just sits really nicely underneath my eyes. The shade is perfect for me to wear all over my face, not just on my under eyes. I have it in light beige. It works really well if I'm doing like a low makeup, no makeup kind of makeup day, and I just want to put some concealer on and some powder. It covers things nicely. It doesn't look cakey. It lasts all day. Overall, it's a really nice concealer, and I really don't mind it being more of a higher price tag compared to some drugstore ones, just because you get a little bit more in it and it works really well. Another item that I got from Julia is this brush, and it's by Ebelin. I believe it's what the company is. She sent me a few of these brushes, like different styles of brushes from this company, and I've loved every one of them, but this one is so good. I'm hoping you can see. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's angled. It's very angular and triangular. It is like the perfect contour brush. I'm not even sure because I threw the brush out, or I'm not even sure what exactly this brush is because I threw the box out without, well, I read it, now I can't remember what it said. I'm assuming it's some sort of contour brush. It might be a cream one, but I use it for both cream and powder. But I'm using it for contour a lot. It's just perfect to get in the hollows of my cheeks there. It's perfect for on the nose. It just blends out everything beautifully. It's a perfect like stiffness and consistency. It's not too fluffy. It's not too hard. It's the perfect shape. It's beautiful. I love it. You know what, Julia? You are really good at picking out brushes. And the 10th item that I have as a favorite is another brush. Again, this is something I got not long ago, but I have quickly fallen in love with it. When you know, you know. This is a Sephora brush. It is their Pro Slanted Buffing Detail Brush, number 89. When I first purchased this, I thought it was going to be a foundation brush, which you could use for it. It's just a little small, but this is perfect for just getting in there and blending out my concealer and making it look flawless. I love this brush. It's on sale, so it might be being discontinued. I don't know. But I think if you have a chance to get it, especially on sale, I highly recommend you pick it up because I don't think you will be disappointed. And I'm talking very fast and I apologize. Okay, so the next part of this tag is some questions. There are 8 questions, so we will get into that, and hopefully my battery doesn't die. So if it looks a little different in a little bit, it's because my battery died and I had to mess around with my camera. Anyway, question number 1. What was your most disappointing purchase? And this one, I was very disappointed in it. And it's not that it's a bad product. I think I just had higher hopes for it. It's the Viseart Chou palette. I was able to get my hands on it. I talked about this in my $1,000 Sephora fantasy haul thing video that I did, but I had mentioned I had wanted this, but Sephora was showing that it wasn't available anymore in Canada, but I found it on Beautylish, and it was the same price, so I picked it up. And I had heard Mel Thompson raving about this particular one and doing doing swatches of it, and they looked gorgeous, and I was so excited to get this. I had heard that this was one of the better Viseart ones for pigmentation and stuff like that, at least in the smaller ones. And I mean, even in the swatches that you see online, not a lot of the Viseart ones are very enticing to me. If something's gonna get me, I mean, I like a good color story, but if I look at the swatches and they're out of this world, chances are I want it even more. But if the swatches are kind of like wah wah, then I don't really want it. But these ones seem pretty good, and I saw Mel Thompson swatch them, and I thought this is going to be beautiful, and I was so excited to finally get my hands on it. And again, it's not bad. I think my expectations were like 15, and this is like a 7. You know, so pretty palette. But I mean, this shade in particular, and this shade in particular, I was super excited about trying, because I thought they're gonna be beautiful. And I mean, they're not ugly, but they don't look the same as the swatches that I saw, not on Mel Thompson and not on the Sephora site when I originally saw it. So again, not bad. It's a pretty palette. It's just, it's disappointing because I had high expectations for this one. Question number 2, what purchase pleasantly surprised you the most? And this one would be the Natasha Denona Mini Retro Palette. This is really nice. I was surprised because I was expecting to get it and hoping to like it and not, because that's usually what happens when I buy Natasha Denona products. For some reason, hold on, I gotta find a cloth because, oh no, did I throw it in the wash? I threw it in the wash. Oh well, okay. Anyway. What usually happens for me with Natasha Denona products is I'm excited to get them, and I get them, and I'm usually, if not mildly disappointed, very disappointed. That happened with the Mini Star palette. That was the first thing I got, and I just thought it was an all-around rip-off because only 2 of the shades really worked, in my opinion, and it didn't live up to the hype. And then I have the Sunrise palette, and it's nice, it's pretty, but again, it doesn't live up to the hype in my name. But again, it doesn't live up to the hype in my head that I think the quality of the shadows should be, especially the shimmers. The mattes in general, I don't have a problem with Natasha Denona. Slow down, Leia. The mattes in general with her brand, I don't have a problem with, but the shimmers seem to be so hit and miss. And I have some... But the shimmers seem to be so hit and miss. And I know some of them are meant to be toppers and there's different formulas and that sort of thing. But overall, Natasha Denona has been one of those brands that I get and I'm hoping to like, and then I'm usually more disappointed than happy. But in this case, I really like this palette. It's an all-around really good palette. It has 3 shimmers in it and they're all beautiful. And maybe it's because I didn't have high hopes for this compared to the Viseart one. Not that you can see them that well, but it's just a really pretty palette. I love the shades in here, like the grungy kind of pinky shades and everything. The silver and, I don't know. I mean, you can see what it looks like. It's a really pretty palette. I wasn't disappointed with this one. I was pleasantly surprised because I really do like this one. Number 3, what is your most expensive product this far? So it's not one product that I have, but I bought it as a set, so I'm considering it as the most expensive product. Individually, they're not super expensive, but I'm talking about, if I can pick them up without dropping them, the Kaleidos Cosmetics, what are these? The Futurism palettes. I have all 5 of them, so I bought the set, and I think it was around $100 for the whole set. Maybe it was a little bit less because I had a coupon code, I think. But yeah, anyway, in Canadian dollars, this was over $100 for the 5 of them. So, I mean, it works out to about $25 a palette, which is not bad, but I bought it again as a set. So I'm considering this my most expensive purchase because I'm considering this as like one item. So if you haven't seen these before, they're little palettes. If I can open it, they're magnetized, and there's 6 pan palettes in each, and they each have kind of a theme to them. So this is the Astro Pink. There is the Cyber Bronze, which looks like this. There is the SciFi Green. I knew that was going to happen, so it might look a little bit different. My battery died, just changed it. But anyway, then moving along with these, there is the Electro Turquoise palette, which looks like this. And then what I have on my eyes today is the VR Neon palette, and it looks like this. Keep knocking stuff over. Okay, next question. What item was your least expensive purchase thus far? And for that, I think it was probably this Colourpop Super Shock highlighter, and this is in the shade Lunch Money. It's pretty. I like it. Does it live up to the... It's the first cheek product that I've kind of purchased from Colourpop, and it's pretty. It goes on nice. I don't find that it stays, like it's not a in-your-face highlighter or anything. It's very soft. Again, pretty. I purchased it because I've never tried one of their no, that's a lie. I've never tried a highlighter from them that didn't have tons of glitter in it. So I wanted one without glitter. And again, it's pretty. I've tried it. Am I going to buy more? Unless I see some that have amazing swatches, probably not. But it's not a disappointing product. Question number 5 is, what did you purchase that has become a favorite everyday product? And that was fairly easy for me to figure out. It is these Maybelline Superstay ink crayons. I'm gravitating towards these every time I do my makeup. The only time I really don't is if I need like a nude lip, because I don't have one of those shades yet. But yeah, rest assured that'll probably be the next thing that comes into my collection. So yeah, these are the everyday thing. Number 6, what is your favorite purchase for special occasions? This one stumped me for a little bit, and then I remembered I bought this. And I did do a review on these lashes, or this lash system. I will leave it linked in the cards here. It's the Benol's Beauty Magic Eyeliner pen system. Basically, it's an eyeliner pen that has a bonding glue basically in it. So you do your eyeliner on your eye, and then you just stick the lashes to it. You don't have to do a separate glue. You don't have to do worry about magnets or anything like that in trimming them. This kit came with 2 pens as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of lashes. I don't have these lashes on today. I'm wearing a different pair. I do find I kind of messed this one up a little bit. I tried going with one of these ones today, and I found it was just really hard for me to get it to shape to my eye. So I was getting frustrated. I needed to take more time and just kind of wrap it around something so that it had that bend in it more. And I was running out of time, so I just slapped on a pair of different lashes that I have that I've worn before. But the pen works phenomenally well. You put on 2 or 3 coats, you let it dry in between about 25 to 30 seconds. You pop your lashes on. You don't have to worry about a glue or anything like that. It's all in the eyeliner that you're wearing. It's a black eyeliner pen. It works great, and you got some lashes to go with it as well. They have different styles. But yeah, this is what I would wear for a special occasion or when I'm filming. It's special. You're all special. Number 7 is, which favorite item met or exceeded your high expectations? And that one for me was pretty simple. I have this Sydney Grace palette, the Enduring Love. This is the light version. And I got this for my birthday. And this is what I wanted the Viseart one to be. I wanted the shadows or the shimmers in the Viseart palette to be like liquid metal. And that's what these are. The mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are just like, you just touch them and you're like, oh, they're stunning. Again, like liquid metal. The mattes are just so nice. They blend beautifully. This is a beautiful palette. This has exceeded my expectations. It's one of those things that is talked about a lot, and I find sometimes, and I'm not doubting people's integrity by any means, but sometimes it just seems lately, especially when people are talking things up and then I pick it up, I'm not as impressed with it. And maybe it's just my expectations, again, are so high because it's been hyped up. But this is one of those products that has been hyped up, and it is totally worth the hype. 100%. Love it. And the last question is, which product has been life-changing in the sense of your makeup game, or what product has altered the way you do your makeup? And I wouldn't say anything has necessarily been life-changing or altered my makeup that much, but something that has really helped me to enjoy the process even more. I mean, I've always loved putting on my makeup, but something that has just, when I'm using it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, are these two brushes again. The Ebelin brush, the contour one, and then the Sephora brush, which is that I've been using for concealer for blending it out. These two have just made it so much easier, and just I like the look that I'm getting on my face when I'm using these particular tools. So it has made it more fun. Is it game changing? Maybe a little bit, but yeah, I really like these, so please get that one. One of the favorites that I forgot to mention in that top 10 thing that we were doing is this item here. It is the Brow Gal Convertible Brow Powders. This is in the shade 02. And I've just found, I don't know what's all over this, but I've just found lately I've been really gravitating to just using a pencil to kind of outline my brows and then going with more of a softer look with the powders. I don't know if it's because it's summertime or what, but I've really been enjoying this the last few months and been gravitating to pulling this out as instead of like a pomade or just a straight up pencil. This has been my go-to. As I'm looking at the things sitting here in front of me, most of these things I can tell you have not been favorites since January. They're things that I pulled out in the last couple of months. To be honest, I can't remember anything really before May. Even May's been a bit of a blur. I think that's the same for everyone pretty much though. But I have really been enjoying these items here, and especially for summer, there's some items here that I really enjoy using specifically this time of year because of the season. Let me know in the comments below if you have any items that you have been enjoying for this first part of the year. Have they been since January, or are you like me and things have just kind of been a blur and they're just from the last couple of months? Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.